Alright, let's be honest. In this biz, you take every sponsorship that comes your way because you really just need to be making money. In my case, I went full-time this year and I gotta make money to support my family. But I've been very, very selective. As you know, there's only a couple of sponsors on my channel, and that's because I don't want to take everything that comes my way. I don't want to promote jeans, and I don't want to promote t-shirts, and I don't want to promote crystals. And I don't want to promote anything that really isn't hyper relevant to you guys. So, with that said, I am very excited about this particular sponsorship and this video. This is one of the most comfortable gaming chairs I've ever sat in, ever. And it has an enormous amount of weight limit and things that you just can't get around and can't get with other gaming chairs. So I'm excited to announce eWin Racing as a sponsor for the Militia Gaming Community channel, and I'm going to do a full review in this video, including some things I don't like about it, so stay tuned. Let's go! Real quick before I get into the review, if you like what you hear in this video and you want to go get an eWin Racing chair, there's obviously an affiliate link in the description. They've been nice enough to include a 30% discount for any Militia Gaming followers. Just use code word Militia. That's 30% off. This is a $400+ chair, so you're going to be saving over $100 on a chair. Just go use that link and use Militia at checkout. All right, let's get into it. So, there's a bunch of things that I like about this chair, and there's a couple of things that I don't like about the chair. So let's get into the things that I like first. Most notable feature about this chair is that it's wide enough and deep enough for literally anyone to sit in. If you're small, you can definitely sit back and feel comfortable. If you're big, there's plenty of room for your you-know-what. Now, the other thing is that this chair holds a huge weight limit. I mean, I haven't seen any chairs with a 550-pound weight limit out there. This one does have it, and that's thanks to a lot of the heavy-duty construction materials in this. It's built on a metal frame, so you can definitely tell that they designed this with everyone in mind. I really appreciate the vibrant color of the blue in my particular model, but you can choose any of the 5 colors that they have to offer as of posting this video. There's a mostly gold color, there's an all black, there's a blue and black, there's a red and black, and there's an orange and black. And I even saw a white one, but it looked like it was out of stock as of making this video, but just check back if white's your color. Anyways, there's lots to choose from in terms of color. So that was the first thing. The second thing about this design that I really liked is how adjustable it is. The armrests alone have 5 different points of adjustment that I could find, and I'm sure there's probably a hidden button somewhere that I don't even know what does yet. But basically you can adjust the height up and down, you can tilt the armrest in and out, you can slide the armrest in and out if you want it wider, you can slide the armrest forward and back, and each armrest is individually adjustable, so you can have a different position if you like to lean on one side of your chair, or if you like to lean on the other, you can position those armrests completely different. It also allows you to fit the chair underneath your desk. If you have a fairly small desk, you can drop the armrests all the way down and you can definitely fit under that. Now, the second design feature that I really like is the fact that it reclines. Although I'm probably not going to be using the recline while gaming, it's definitely nice to be able to recline when I want to. When I have my son in here and he's looking to take a nap, it would be super easy for me to just lean back, put him on my chest, and he could fall asleep. Now, that might not be a feature for everybody, but it's definitely something that I could use. And speaking of falling asleep, the comfort on this chair is absolutely top notch. I'm telling you, it's got a huge platform for you to sit on, and it's got plenty of depth, so you can sit all the way back or all the way forward, whichever you prefer. And because the seat reclines very far forward and very far back, you're guaranteed to find a position that you actually like. Now, a couple of other things that I really liked about it is that the casters seem fairly large. Now, the reason that's important is because it will work on multiple different surfaces. If you have smaller caster wheels, they generally will only work on hard surfaces. So if you have carpet, it becomes an issue. These casters are very large and they roll super easy. So with that said, I think you could use it on fairly deep carpeting, but you definitely don't want to go into like the super shaggy carpet situation. It just really doesn't work well for any office chairs, and that's why they make those plastic platforms that you can sit on. That being said, I think these will be more adjustable to your floor situation than most chairs, and I think that's a huge selling feature for it, because nobody likes to sit in a chair where they can't get out of it because they can't push themselves away from their desk. because it's too hard to roll. And lastly, assembly was literally a piece of cake. I think the hardware bag had like 2 wrenches in it and like just the extra screws. Everything else was already in the chair. All you had to do was take a couple of screws out and then put everything together. It was very, very easy. And I appreciate that because these arcades that I assembled back here were absolutely horrible. I mean, every little piece had to be put together. I'm surprised I didn't have to code anything. But that being said, let's get to the part that I don't really like. And some of these, honestly, I'm nitpicking, but I had to find something I didn't like because this is an actual review for this chair. The first thing is that the chair itself is very heavy. So if you're moving it around from room to room, which I don't know why you would do that, just put it in your setup and sit in it. But if you are moving it around from room to room, it's really not the easiest because it is pretty wide. It's a big chair and it's heavy. So if you're smaller or you're not as strong, I think that this chair might not be the best option for you if you need to move it around. If it's just gonna sit in front of your desk and you're gonna sit inside of it, you're good. And that kind of brings me to the next point. If you are a smaller individual, I would say below maybe 5'8", 5'9", you probably don't want this chair. And the reason I say that is because even at the minimum height, I'm 6 foot and my feet can fit flat on the ground, but if I take it up 1 notch, my feet are almost dangling. The chair sits up pretty high. So if you're like around 5'8", 5'9", I think you're okay as long as you're taller than that. If you're way taller than that, you're gonna be very, very comfortable. The chair is actually rated to go up to a 7-foot person. Now, I don't know any 7 feet tall people. I would like to. Shaq, hit me up. If you're listening, if you're watching this, I got a link in the description, code Militia, you get 30% off. Anyway, send me a DM, we'll connect, we'll go have lunch. You can have my chair, it's fine. All right, all jokes aside, if Shaq really did want this chair, he could fit in it because it's got a 550-pound weight limit. He's not 550 pounds. And it's got a up to 7-foot person limit for height. He could actually fit in this chair and be comfortable. And not only could he fit in the chair, but he could fully recline and not fall over. And lastly, it comes with 2 pillows. One is for your neck or your head, and the other one is for your lumbar. And both pillows are really uncomfortable for me. They just sit in weird spots. I can't get them into a place where it's actually comfortable, and that's just because of my body shape, I guess. I think someone else might be comfortable with it, but for me, they're a little bit stiff, and I think over time, they'll probably soften up. Right now, being that the chair is brand new and the pillows are brand new, they're really, really firm, and it's just not my taste. It just doesn't feel comfortable for me, so I use it without them. Now, like I said, I kind of nitpicked those cons. I don't really think there's a lot wrong with this chair. It is a phenomenal chair and is one of the most comfortable chairs I've ever sat on, like I said in the beginning. And on top of all of that, eWin Racing offers free shipping on every single order. So click the link in the description down below, use code word Militia at checkout and get yourself 30% off. I strongly recommend this chair, and it's not just because they're sponsoring the channel. Like I said earlier, I don't really like to take on new sponsors unless I actually think they can benefit you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Shout out to all the Heat 5 members of the channel. And of course, shout out to eWin Racing for the chair hookup. I really appreciate you guys. And I hope some of you guys go out and buy a chair. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Trigger out.